Hey storytellers, it's Storytelling Ron, and I'm here to talk about Foundry. Just what I'm doing, and I'm prepping my Tomb of Annihilation. I'm transitioning from Roll20 to Foundry, and I've begun using Foundry for Rime the Frost Maiden and for my Star Wars RPG, and I'm enjoying that and figuring things out. You know how to all the different little tricks and facets of Foundry. So I just want to kind of go over what I've just recently learned and show it here on the video. Okay. So this is Omu. And this is going to be a huge map. I am making this map huge. Let me go and show you the size of the map. It is... Well, this is the resolution, but let me show you. I scaled it, really, only times 2. And the grid size is 50. So, and I made it gridless because I tried to be as non-graphic as I possibly can. So it's gridless, background image scale, and then of course, save changes, which I didn't change it, but the original dimensions is this. So the map is huge already, but I obviously made the grid size as small as I could, which is 50, and doubled it by 2. Okay. Thusly, as you zoom in, here I'll show you the red wizards of Thay. This is the basic size of them. Oops, yeah. And I try to turn off, like I said, all the selection brackets, names, hit points. I turned all that stuff off. Like you can, under token, I have never displayed for the name, even though I would like to remember the names of the red wizards because I made them kind of interesting. And then I take off, I don't have any of these being displayed because because I'm recording it, but 2, I just want to visually myself want to see it. I kind of want to see it like it's an animation, like it's a really cool looking place, and so I try to just turn off everything because I just want it, to be visually kind of neat, especially if I'm putting stuff on YouTube and all that. So I haven't fully fleshed out Omu yet. I you probably know in my videos, I changed them, what we all do, right? You storyteller, I do. We get the campaigns and then we make it our own. And that's really the biggest point I try to get across in my terrible ways, that it's not about, you don't like the campaign or something. It's about making it exciting for you. Every storyteller has a different way that, of telling a story. And so you got to make it exciting for you. You take what they've given you, and then you create your own world. I'm homebrew by heart, but I'm doing these because it's a connection to the other players and to the YouTube, scene. There's a connection when you use the material provided, but then change it to fit your own style. So I'm definitely, for Omu, I'm assuming you are familiar with Tomb of Annihilation. You're DMing it, or you're about to, or you just want to learn about Foundry. So, but this is one aspect of it, is creating a big city, and then obviously there's the different shrines. There's the 9 shrines. This is one. I got to remember to notate these, make little notes about these. So I remember where they are in this map. And each shrine has puzzles, and then, you got to get the puzzle, the cube, to then finally go to the finale tomb. I hope my players are not watching this. You're not allowed. Okay. Up here, there's, now there's obviously, in the original campaign, there's different factions, right? There's the grunge that are at one of the temples. Then there's the serpents, the Wanti and Raz Nasi is here. The Tabaxi is hiding around somewhere over here, I think. There's the kobolds that are in here doing their thing. And there's some other things going on there. A couple other minor things. And I'm, going to change that. So, because I'm like, okay, here's why I'm going to change that. And I'm trying to get to the heart of this story and intensify that, as opposed to having a bunch of, I don't want too many side quests. It's probably because I'm just simple-minded. I need a straightforward kind of epic pull. I don't want little side quests to confuse me and to take away from that pull towards the finale. I want them to be drawn towards the finale, not railroaded, desired to go there, right? You don't railroad someone if they desire to go there, right? And you as a DM, if you're excited and desire to go there too, you're all going to go there together. And that's what I want. I don't want side quests to wait. What's going on here? Who's this guy? Why is he like the prime example here? The one off the top of my head is there's a tabaxi hunter in there, wanting to kill and die. Right? That's he's old. He's going to die. And that to me is a strange side quest that they're being attacked by this tabaxi hunter. Who is he? What is he doing? And they're going to like go on the side quest to figure out what. And it's kind of a not really important issue. He wants to die, in battle or whatever. So that to me, kind of dilutes the intensity of this Omu thing. And again, I'm not dogging or criticizing them. It's just my taste and what I want, right? I appreciate that they throw whatever they want at you so that you can figure it out. And so that's the point I want to get across to you. I'm not criticizing the material. I'm telling you, as I have found, go for what you love and do that and then remove the rest. But they give you so many options, so that's cool. If you like a bunch of side quests and making this into a whole, 10 arc episode or whatever, they give you that kind of material to do that. I want this to be them, dun 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 dun, going towards something. Because it's been a long campaign already. They're already on episode 30, and they haven't even gotten to Omu yet. By the time they get there, I really do want them to have this cascading waterfall going faster and faster and faster towards the end kind of thing, So that's my little spiel. So Raz Nasi is here, and let me just throw in his thing if I have it. Do I have Raz? Okay, I haven't made Raz Nasi here yet, but anyway, Raz Nasi is here with the Fane of the Serpents, or the Yuan Ti, in their temple under this thing. There's two entrances, I think. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but there's one here and one here, or whatever. I'll figure that out. Here's one. There's a stairway here, and then there's another entrance. Okay, so they're the main guys, right? And Raz Nasi is the one creating all the undead that are having, infesting the entire jungle, the continent, literally. So so that I really want to delve into and see how powerful is he, because in the Fane of the Serpent, there's not a whole lot of undead going on in there. So I want there to be some sort of necromancy section in there, which I'll figure out later. But what I am going to be doing is creating undead in the city. So the city is primarily going to be undead. It's not going to have kobolds. I'm taking the kobolds out because they're the ones that are supposed to go around and redo the shrines, reset them up. But I'm just going to have the Yuan Ti and Raz Nasi's brood guard do it because they're immune to the undead, or the undead are the undead are servants of Raz Nasi, so they don't attack them. So that I'm just going to keep it like that. Keep it straight. It all ties in together. Because the kobolds to me seem like a strange off story, and the King of Feathers is kind of weird to me. So I'm taking that out. I'm not into the feather thing with dinosaurs. But I'm gonna use the T-Rex zombie, zombie T-Rex. I think that's really cool to have here. So I'm kind of saving the T-Rex zombie for the Omu and not having it in the jungle. And then there's more than one, by the way. There's a small or a regular size one, and then there's the big mama one, and I'm going to show you something kind of cool that I figured out. And maybe you already know this about Foundry, but I just discovered it. So for me, this is all new. So, and I'm going to explain to you that as well. For instance, I guess we'll just go to it. So the zombies. Now, here's my little Yuan Ti. I call them serpentines, but whatever. He's there. So here's some of my zombies, and here's the player. Now, obviously, it's not to scale, right? It's not to scale to the city, but I didn't want to get too small, and too blurry in there. I mean, I could shrink them down, even more and make it even more accurate, which I might switch to that. I don't know. It's not a big deal. But for now, let's just stick with what we got. But the scale is correct here. If I measure it, this is about 10 feet across. Maybe it could be 20 feet across. I could probably double the scale. Just tell them that this is 20 feet. Let me see. This is 5. Okay, yeah. So that would be 10 feet high, I think. Because it looks like a big archway. So this would be double the scale, basically, this ruler. And I don't know if I want to get too much blurrier than this. because it's kind of getting blurry. Like this right here. Yeah, 4 or 5 feet. So the door there, whatever. It doesn't have to be, super accurate. But when they do their spells and stuff, they're gonna want to. They're constantly using the ruler. So I might have to just double that at least for now. Or I could do that right now. Let me see. Under maps, okay, configure. I haven't put, and make sure you get the right scale before you do any of the, like if you do any kind of lighting walls, the walls and stuff, because in this, if you change anything in the maps as far as scale or grid or whatever, it's going to totally mess up your if you do any kind of walls, for lighting things. So make sure you figure your scale out first. I think there's a way. Yeah, distance here, 5 feet. So I can make this like 12 feet just for the fun of it. Let me see, 12 feet. Did that change anything? It gets a little scary. And, and okay, nothing seemed to change there. Let me just see here. So 24 feet across. That kind of makes more sense to me. The 14 feet high, because that does look like a big archway. So we'll see. Let me see if the players change size or anything. No. So those are the same as far as their grids go. Another thing is I have effects going on, but I can't tell. That's another little issue. I can't tell when they're working or not working. So I'm gonna start it, which is kind of a bummer because you don't know when I have to restart it. Then the players have to rejoin. And I do want to see the effects myself. I mean, I really like seeing the effects. So that's something I need to learn, why sometimes I lose the effects. And especially the dice. Sometimes I lose the dice, which is kind of weird. Like, I won't see it roll like that sometimes, and I have to restart Foundry. So that's another weird thing. But I noticed that when I have the player connected, when I'm playtesting, the player sees the dice roll, but I don't. And he sees this, but I don't see this. So that's kind of weird. But I'm going to restart it because I want to see the effects loading up here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now you can see the effects. I just reloaded. Oh, and I do have a cold. Just my annual 2 to 3 day, re-upping my antibodies. Cold, anyway. So I've got, a little bit of rain going. I got spiders going. And I got birds flying around. Okay, let me turn off. Pause just to... Yeah, so I don't know why sometimes it turns off. That's something I probably should make a note of and ask around on the Discord or the anyway. Okay, so one thing which is really cool. I use mobs, hordes. I like to, obviously they're not going to fight single zombies anymore, right? They're going to be 10th level, 9th, 10th level by the time they get here. And so having single zombies is ridiculous. Or, but you still want to have zombies because they're still going to encounter zombies. They're not going to encounter a demon zombie, or some high. They're going to encounter zombies, even at 10th level. And so what do? Well, you make a horde. Just do that. You just add a horde. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically, a basic zombie. Well, I'm doing a ghouls, but either or. So ghouls, 22 hit points. I started with zombies, so there's probably a mix up here in hit points versus ghouls and zombies, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. So 220 hit points, okay, around 10ish ghouls. 23 strength. Okay, what's going on there? All right, so dexterity and con are apropos to the ghoul, but this strength is gone up. Okay, I'll show you that in a sec. I also give them a basic here. This is the basic single ghoul bite. Now I have a little bit of my own homebrew version of the ghoul, where they will plus 4 to hit, 2d4 plus 2 slashing, and the DC is the con save or become paralyzed. And then if they're paralyzed, then the ghoul, the next attack is a bite. That's the way I do it. They may save at the end of their own turn, and then of course the bite is just more damage. Okay. Because they're all they're just like trying to tear into them at that point, but they're paralyzed. That's what the main thing is here. If they're not paralyzed, then they'll just keep slashing at them until they are paralyzed. Okay, so what's going on here? Aha! So what I figured out is this is the same weapon as a single ghoul. Same weapon. What I've done, and I figured this out, is effects. I have added this to the Ghoul. And this took me a while to figure out. It's kind of hard, too, to find information. And the Discord of Foundry is, you know, maybe I'm old or old school or whatever, but I don't like Discord because it doesn't, unless, correct me if I'm wrong, please, let me know in the comments. And I do have someone my age that uses and loves Discord, and I use it, but it's very hard to find things. Everything's just sort of a linear comments, and you don't know, you know, it's all different discussions on the same linear thing, and I'm reading through them all, and I'm like, I'm not following any of this, and there's categories, but they're, you know, anyway, this is my little gripe. Okay. Effects. So, as you can see, each one of these effects does the same thing. Click in here. I just kind of remind myself what it is. That's the name of it. No duration, but effects. Okay, so here's the effects. It'll add to melee weapon attack. Adds I had to figure out the right type, you know, thing here. Plus 1d4. Then it adds a data ability. Strength value adds 2. Okay, I did a lot of different little things in here to figure out this is the best way. You know, and let me just show you an example here. You click on this. You do a little search here. It gives you the list. You figure out which one will work. And I've tried a lot, you know, variations like, okay, that one does this, and that one does that, and that one, nope, that one, nope, you know, all this kind of stuff. But in the end, so these attributes are in here. And what's interesting about effects is that in different things, there's different attribute keys available, which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping that all attribute keys would be available in all the effects under items or features or whatever. But they're all kind of different, which is, I don't understand why that is. But under the main effects table here, as opposed to an items one or a features one or whatever, or the other ones, is where these are and where I was able to get, sorry, I'm getting a little itchy nose, cold, you know, post-sinus allergy cold thing here. It's going up my nose right now. Okay, so, yeah. I always have a sniffy nose. Sorry about that. Anyways, but this is more because I'm coming off a cold right now. Okay. So this is plus 1d4, and then it adds 2 to the total strength. Okay. So as you can see, I added this many, right? And thusly, it's 23 strength. So it gets a plus 6 and a plus 3. So plus 9 to the ghouly claws here. Boom. Claw. Attack. See? Plus 9. D20. You can see that. Okay. Roll. Just for the fun of it. I rolled an 8. Plus 9 is 17. Damn it. Okay. And right here, this is cool. Saving throw DC 17 con. So I know that, oh yeah, if they get a paralyzed, they have a DC 17 con to save. But let me do damage. See, look at the damage. It's the mob. It's 2d4 normal, plus 1d4, plus 1d4, plus 1d4, plus 1d4, because it's a mob. And it's plus 6 because of the strength, how strong they are. So, in those, now, why do I do this? 21. So why do I do this? Why do I have this? Because as the mob, as the horde goes down in hit points around 22, 30, I kind of vaguely, I will take off one of these, okay? Let's just say they're half or more than half. Boom. Okay, now look. Now the attack. So the saving throw for the paralyzed is now down to 14. I'll show you that setting. The attack is only plus 6 now. Okay, and then the damage is only this now. See? It goes down. So I'm cool about it because, like, as they beat down this mob horde, it's not as big anymore. So the attacks are less. Yeah, see, so the strength has gone down to 17. The combined strength. And I'll go this in a sec. Okay, so, but here's something else I figured out. You can't copy and paste in here, which is, you know, or maybe you can, let me know. But I couldn't figure out a way to copy and paste in here. Thusly, I have now a effects storage NPC sheet with my effects in here, and then I can re-add them in. See? 5, yeah. So now he's back to 23 plus 6, okay? So now I can just, what's cool about this, right? I can just do this for any mob or horde that I have, and it's much simpler. You know, I have a D4 for ghouls, a D6 for whatever. Maybe I'll have a orc mob or something. Or the Serpentines, I might have a mob of them at some point. Okay. This upgrade here, let me show you that real quick, is for the zombie T-Rex. So this zombie T-Rex is the normal one down here. This is the normal one. They're going to encounter this one first. And then, I have this. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. See, I don't like the hovered over by order, never display. I don't like that. Okay. Let's go to hit points. Okay. Now, there's the Mama zombie here. The big one they're going to encounter. And this one, open it up, has 233 hit points. I just added it. I don't know what. I just made that up. But whatever. It sounds good to me. Then I decided just to add... Oh, what? Yeah, let me do the big ones. Oh, yeah. So that one, yeah, it went up 27. That's kind of scary, but oh well. And it is just that much more dangerous. Dangerous. It has a plus 11 attack, which I think is normal. Plus 1d12 there. See that? That's extra damage. Because it's just so much more bigger. And it adds something. I think it adds strength. Let me see here. It adds, 2 to the strength value. Okay, so it's going to be that much stronger and more damaging than the one down there. Okay, another cool thing I was able to do was in these when they paralyze, okay, when they paralyze, the DC of the paralyzed is based on how big the horde is, right? So that's based off of down here, off of this strength. The DC is based off of the strength of the attack, and they have to save using Constitution, but the DC is based off of the strength of the ghouls. So it's 17 right now because of their strength. So as that goes down, the paralyzed will not be as much. Pretty cool, huh? So you can so that's really cool about mobs and hordes, is that you can now create, they can now fight the same thematic type creatures without you having to they can now only fight liches, or mummy lords. No, you can create a ghoul horde, which is still ghouls or zombies, and then they have to fight these hordes, and it could be 3 of these hordes, and it won't kill you as far as rolling dice, right? To have 30 zombies or ghouls attacking them, it's just one big ghoul. Now, some other things you need to think about too is they're vulnerable to area effect. I should probably put that down here. I should just it's more of a reminder for myself than than it does anything. I mean, it does do something here. Vulnerable to area effect spells. Area of effect. I do like that. Area. Vulnerable to area of okay. And put that in there, and I'll write it down what it does in a sec. I just want to put it in there just so you can see, like a reminder to me that they're vulnerable to area effect. Okay, so what does that mean, vulnerable to area effect? So if they get fireballed, if they get burning hands, whatever else that'll affect them, then they'll take double damage. They'll take full damage on a save and double damage on a failed save. Now if they roll a nat 20, they don't take any damage. That's just my little homebrew thing. But other than that, if they will take full damage or half damage. I mean, full damage or double damage. Now, another thing is, what if the characters cast a single creature spell on them, right? Not attacks, because that just does normal damage, but like let's just say a charm, let's just say it's just trying to think, I can't remember about zombies, but let's just say it's a horde or a goblin mob, and they cast charm. So what I do is I'll just take out 1 hit point factor or goblin. I'll just deduct it from the mob, and then there'll be a separate one sort of in the mob, but I'll deduct the hit points from it. I'm like, well, I want that one to attack the other ones. Okay, so I'll just roll 1 attack against the mob, with the 1 goblin. And I don't consider the mob to attack the goblin because they just won't know. They're just too busy attacking the players. They won't know that one of their own is backstabbing them. The player will be like, does he get advantage? And I'll be like, sure, why not? not a big deal to me. Just sounds like fun. But I keep it simple like that. If it rolls a 1, I'm going to say it just takes off and leaves or dies or something, you know. But if it keeps rolling and hitting, then it takes damage off them. Okay. Or, you know, like I said, if they do something that kills a 1 creature outright, just take off that, you know, factor of hit points off of the mob. You know, simple, keep it simple. So there's that. So that's how I do mobs, and I do them a lot. I like using them, and that way it feels like they're having big battles, but it's not overwhelming, you know. So, you know, think about they're coming out of there, you know, dun, dun, dun. This is like, oh my god, they're gonna freak out. That's only 4 attacks for me, you know. Okay, 5 attacks, but they know these are massive mobs of dudes coming after them, you know. So I think that's a lot of fun, using mobs. And then these are small. This is a smaller mob, and it has the same thing in it, you know, with the effects. But this is okay. Yeah, it's still the 1d4, and it's only 4 mobs. This should probably only be 2, or 3. Yeah, it's fine by me. They're like high level. I'll probably throw a bunch of these at them at some point, you know. Same attacks. Oh, the whole one other thing I did include in this is the Hordely Hesitation. That's my own little thing where within 30 feet, mistype there, typo, they have a DC 14 Wisdom save or Charisma save, and if they fail, they're at disadvantage to attack the Horde. And no advantages matter. They're all canceled. May attempt to resave at the end of one's own turn. I don't know if they're going to like that. I might want to bring that down a notch, because boy, do they whine at my little homebrew rules. Make them reckless. I figured they're reckless. They're not defensive at all. They're just you know. So, but then of course, if you're scared of them, you know, you don't get the advantage. And their turn resistance, because they're Rosna Seas, yeah. And they're vulnerable to area effects. So that's it. That's it for that. And then this thing is really kind of cool. Another thing I learned, and I'm going to go through this, which ties into this, is making the Red Wizards of Thay. And like I said, I have not fully fleshed this out yet. I'm still working on it. This is kind of the beginning area where they first encountered the Red Wizards that had gotten ambushed. And so I've got some porters out here that have been killed. You know, I might maybe throw another hero-looking character that got killed. Their oxes got taken, and I figure the T-Rex zombie got their oxen that pulled the carts, the wagons. And then, you know, the Yuan Ti obviously did something there too. I might maybe throw a dead Yuan Ti in there. That'd be kind of cool. Just to remind myself. Let me throw one in there. Serpentine Warrior. And just turn him upside down. I don't know why. See, now he's highlighted. I don't know why. But these are not. Oh, no. Now they are. Oh. That's because I lost the graphics there, that previous. I don't know why. I like it when I lose that, but I don't know what the deal is with that. But whatever. I'll just say this is a dead dude there. I have random dead dudes. Random do it like that. Random, you know, Serpentine Warriors that pop up. There's 3. I think there's 3. Where's the other one? Should be 3. Well, unless I misspelled the dude. Did I misspell the guy's? Yeah, this guy should show up once in a while. Did I misspell his name or something? Yuan Ti Warrior 1 and 2. Huh? Only have 2? 2. What are these guys? Oh, they're misspelled. Yuan Ti Warrior. Yuan Ti Warrior. Yeah, okay. I misspelled totally. All right, I will fix that. There's 4 of them. The A, the AU. Let me do that right now, just for the fun of it. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's good to know. You got to make sure you spell them right. So Yuan Ti Warrior asterisk will give me all 4 of these, as long as I have the randomized wild card on there. And Let me just delete all these guys. Bump. 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 Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that guy's kind of showing a lot. Anyway. Okay, so... And these guys are like 66 hit points each around. So I'll probably won't need to put them into a mob. I might. 166 times 3 is what? 180-ish, 190 hit point mob. 3 of them. I might have to do that at some point. We'll see. So the Red Wizards of Thay are here. And I think these guys are going to be awesome. I started with the mage that came with the way I got the Tomb of Annihilation stuff into Foundry was obviously through Plutonium, through 5e tools. So and it's very helpful, and I appreciate it. Hope that's cool to everybody. But that's just what I'm doing, and I did buy it for Roll20. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so then I just adjusted it to fit what I wanted or whatever. So here's the Arch Magistrate of the Red Wizards. And he's got... And I kind of changed all this for my own whatever. So I found a bunch of items I gave him. These are all my own, throwing these on here. This is the generic one. Let me show you. This is the generic mage that, they're like Tomb of Annihilation says to use. But obviously the characters are higher level now. And I kind of want it to be, there's no magic items. Spells are pretty basic, which are fine. But I made these guys tougher, right? They got more items here, really cool stuff. And I'm going to go over this Ring of Protection here in a sec. And I also did the spells. I don't know if I think I changed them. Or adjusted them. I don't know. But they have a lot more spells now. And I think I did... Okay, so yeah, I did my own little thing here of what he's going to do, to remind me, because it's going to be tough to play out these mages if they fight. And what are they going to do, and how are they going to do it? So, this, he's going to do a time stop right here. Oh, he's going to cast time stop, to get prepared to do whatever else he wants to do. Make that in bold. Then he casts all this stuff, and then he casts Wall of Force around the most dangerous shooter, and 10-foot radius. Don't like whoever's the best archer, which they have a gunner, so he's gonna probably do it around him. And he has a scrying, so I'm gonna assume he knows who they are already. Where's scrying? Right here. So scrying to me means he can scry on them, and they're about to encounter the Lich that's at the heart of Ubtao in the marshland, who is sort of the leader of the Red Wizards. She's gonna try to get some items from them so that they can not give it to them, because she can't. She can contact them somehow. She'll contact them and tell them about this, whatever, something. But that they'll be able to scry on them, and I'll probably do some like save versus you feel a sense of something being watched. I might do that, freak them out a little bit, that they're being scryed on, if they can detect it. So that's gonna be cool. There's a lot of spells, man. When you get up higher level, we gotta know all this stuff, Teleport. Oh yeah, I think they get, so obviously the Lich can teleport with the Red Wizard. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I got to really sit here and ponder all this stuff. And it's not just one, right? It's 3 of them. The other two are not as powerful, but I gave her a bunch of items, really like protections to get her armor class up, hit more hit points with her Amulet of Health here, and she's got her spells. And I kind of tied it in with the staff here. Wanted to have a Staff of Frost that does some cool stuff. Maybe she wants the Ring of Winter thing. And then this dude, armor class, he's got a shield, magical shield there, Gem of Seeing, some potions there, and spellbooks. So I might change these out a little bit, just to make it a little different from hers, you know. But oh, so let me go over the thing I discovered with this guy. Okay, so this guy had a ring of protection, but it wasn't actually adding to the thing, and I couldn't figure out why. Another thing I figured out too is, there's all these different options here, and I had these guys on natural armor, I had them on equipped armor, and it's like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it's working. And then I realized, oh, mage armor. They all have mage armor. So I turned that on, and boom. So that got them up to higher. I was like, oh, because they all started like at a 10. And so they were all like at 16, 18. I'm like, it's not very tough, But then I realized they all have the mage armor spell. So you can make sure you got to select mage armor. Because, they're going to cast mage armor. And then that'll give them all these other things here. The dexterity, the ring of protection. Oh, +3, +3. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, I see what's going on here. I'll explain. I'm going to explain this. So this guy is probably only going to have an 18. So this ring of protection is a... I was trying to figure this out. It wasn't working. And I was trying to figure it out. It's equipped. But this was on attunement required. See, it went down to, so it goes down to 18. That was on there the whole time, and I was like, why isn't this working? What is it? It's armor class 3. Does it need this? Does it need it on none? And does it need it on permanent? And see, so it's not working. But once I clicked on attuned, boom. Now, because I thought you could, in Star Wars, there's a little equip button here, it says equipped, and then you equip it. But for this one, you have to make sure it's attuned. So there is that. Like here in the weapons, it doesn't say equipped here, which is kind of, I'm mixing my brain cells here with the Star Wars. But here it doesn't have that. So you have to attune the item, make sure it's attuned for it to work here. Now, why does it have 2 of them? Well, before I figured out the attune thing, because I'm using effects here in the zombie horde, I figured out, oh, maybe I just need to put it in there. And so I created this as to the armor class bonus and ability saves, +3 and 3. So that it would give it +3 here and +3 here. So these are all +3 because of this effect. Now, let me see if it's in the ring. If that has it as well. Let me see under effects. Does it have... What is this? Okay, I can't look at it here. Very strange. I have to look at it. I have to move it over to items. I don't know if it's in here. Let me see if it's already in one of these spots. No. So it's not in here. I mean, I got it from the default stuff, but let me just look at it in here to see, because you have to go in here to look at it. Armor class bonus 1. So this is not priority 18. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Let me pause this and figure this out. Okay, the priority thing doesn't seem to... I don't think it really matters. I don't use priority, so I'm going to just take it out. But I'm not seeing this give a +3. Wait, details. Well, okay, here it'll give the +3. So I don't think this effect is doing anything. I'm going to... Let me... Maybe... Can I make it inactive? Okay, I know what this is. So I'm going to take this off because I don't think it's doing anything. I'm going to take it off of here. Watch. Then that'll go... Whoa. Oh, it's gone from there too. Wow. That's weird. Did I mess everything up? Oh, I know what I did wrong here. That's weird that it took it off of... Okay, so 3. Attuned. Oh boy. Now it's not working at all. Huh? Did it not... How did I break it? I broke it! Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, Oh my gosh, I kind of forgot where I left off. I was trying to figure out the Red Wizard rings. I hope. So what I've done, it has this ring of evasion. Well, I changed it. I don't like the way. So this is you have 3 charges and you can expend them, daily to resave against a failed dexterity save. Okay, well I took that out and I changed it to be that you just get a plus to your dex. The reason is I wanted his armor class to go up higher, and I want and then he can have a higher dex save. So that's kind of my ring of evasion for him, and maybe I should call it ring of dexterity. Change that to ring of dexterity. Ring, yeah. Let me change the name of it just to be cool about this. Ring of dexterity. Those 2. Okay. So what I had to do. So let me take out this ring of evasion. So now he has an 18. He only has a plus 2, 14 dex. Oh, that went up 2. Went up to 18. That's kind of strange. Let me go back to this real quick. Sorry. 4. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I wanted it to go plus 2 for the bonus. Okay. So the ring of dexterity, what I did was, here's the thing. Under effects here, like I said, under items, there's no, these aren't here. I couldn't, they don't give you this in the list. I don't know why that is. I don't know what the dealio is here. Reset. It gives you these options, but it doesn't give you the one I want. These are sort of based on the item. But I wanted these ones based on giving bonuses to the stats. So what I had to do was go over here and make it on this, my NPC effect storage. I made it over here, but I couldn't copy it over. It wouldn't. I kept trying to drag it over. It wouldn't work. See? So what I had to do, figure out a workaround, is I had to copy these and open this up and paste them in there, and it works. Which is weird, kind of odd, goofy, but it works. Okay. Let me retype. I'm going crazy here. So when you make these items here, man, you obviously can use other attribute keys that are not available in the search. You just have to go to the main one here and pop it open there and then copy and paste into here. And I just want to rename it. Dex bonus, whatever, just for now. Okay, so now he has. Wait, did I do it? Oh, he had the ring of dexterity. Boom. His armor class 20. And he's got some cool dex saves, which would be cool. I need that. Because I'm trying to get this guy to survive a little while against, those 10th level characters or whatever, when they're 10th level. He's got the ring of protection, the ring of spell turning. This is one I just have to remember. The ring of reaction, I have to remember that one. Necklace adaptation, I have to remember that one in case they do some kind of cloud kill or something. Okay, I'm a bit verklempt now. I'm a bit tired. See how there's just all these little things you gotta kind of figure out and learn, and it's fun. It's fun, but very tricky. Very. Whew. Okay, so that's the Red Wizards of Thay there. I took these are Cholton. I just found the artwork online. I found a bunch of Cholton looking dudes, and then I used some of the NPCs like this one here is one of the guides, the one that turns into the were-tiger, Azaka. Yeah, I just kept the same name, but I made it this sort of bodyguard for them, since they never hired her, so I might as well just make this scary looking dude as a bodyguard. And then this dude is just a gladiator, and I just used some cool artwork I found online of Cholton. And then this is an assassin, the assassin NPC, and she's I just changed the weapons to look more like her weapons on the artwork. So she's there helping them, and then there's the this guy, the Orvex, and this is just some artwork I found online as well, and he's the one that's the guidance scholar that can help them, give him some clues. He's been separated from them, and he's scared and hiding over here. I think I might put him over here. When the T-Rex zombie when they got ambushed, he got separated and maybe he's injured and he's over here. Yeah, just put him like injured. And I'll probably they'll all be hidden. They're all not going to be visible. And they're all hiding out here now and just kind of deciding what to do next and blah blah blah. So, and this is a sign of things that have happened. Yeah, okay, I'm getting tired. But I'll be building more on this, but I hope this was helpful in showing you how to build up your own, adventure city campaign using mobs, using these little upgrade effects, blah blah blah. I think I did this one's bigger. I made this guy bigger too, and yeah, gave him the upgrade bigums, which is the one that gives him plus 1d12 and some more strength. Because he's like the big mama froghemoth. There's a regular giant froghemoth in the one of the shrines, and then I decided to make an even bigger one, prowling this water feature here. All right, that's enough for today. My cold is still there. Thank you for listening. If you got any comments or suggestions, I'm sure I could use a ton of them. And this was Foundry and Omu and all over the place. That's the way I do it. Thanks for watching.